Hey everyone, welcome to Big Sis Talks with B, where we talk about all of the things that you find too awkward to ask your parents about, your friends about, your siblings about, because you don't know how to start a conversation. Well, I got you guys. This video is for you. I'm planning to make like a mini series on my channel called Big Sis Talks with B because I don't know, I really enjoy watching videos like this, and this mini series is actually inspired by a few of my favorite YouTubers. So this is inspired by Jazzy Lee, Best Dressed, and Hailey Sunny. I found those videos really helpful, the ones that they made talking about like TMI girl stuff, and I noticed na wala masyadong like representation dito sa country natin na nagtatalk about like taboo topics and TMI girl talks. So I really wanted to be a help to you guys, like be a big sister to you guys. So yeah, throw on your like most comfy shirt, your most oversized shirt. I'm wearing this Betty Boop one that says girls rule. I have some milk tea over here. Well, this is fruit tea. I have grapefruit fruit tea with nata de coco and pearls. This is from Serenity, and of course my metal straw. And then I'm also gonna be painting my nails because I don't know if you noticed, but only one of my hands are painted right now because I was painting it like the other day, but then I got too lazy, so I have to paint this hand. And this one needs like more layers too because it's still pretty see-through. So yeah, we're just gonna have a good time. We're just gonna have a little mini sleepover. By the way, if you're wondering where I got this like galaxy projector thing, I got it off of Shopee and it's really cool. You can like change the colors, and yeah, my sister got this. So I'm gonna link it down below so you guys can check it out. Wait, let me put that back. Okay. We're going for like a purple theme here, like with my purple shirt, purple lights, phone case, I don't know. Okay, let's just get started. I'm gonna answer the first question. So the first question is how to deal with self-doubt and insecurities. I struggle with this on an everyday basis, and how do I deal with it? I just kind of remind myself that if I'm capable of dreaming about something, then I'm also capable of achieving it. Even the most confident person has times where they doubt themselves, and what's really important is you just have to focus on believing in yourself, and focus on what you can do to better yourself instead of comparing yourself to other people. How do you deal with painful periods? Ooh. Actually, I'm really thankful that I'm one of those people na hindi nagkaka-dysmenorrhea when I have my period. It's kind of just there, like, you know, blood just comes out. I'm very lucky because I know that's not the case for everyone. Yung siblings ko meron silang dysmenorrhea, and my younger sister used to take like medicines for it, and then my older sister parang nagko-compress siya pag may dysmenorrhea siya, and like they don't really work out. I mean, hindi naman talaga sila nag-workout, pero they don't really like to exert that much physical efforts and movements. If you are a boy watching this video, be nice to your mom, your sister, your girlfriend when they're on their period, because it is not a fun time. How would I know my profession and career? Which one to choose? Feeling ko nasa sayo talaga yun, kung ano talaga yung interests mo and yung passions mo, kasi even if someone tries to convince you to go for a specific career, kung hindi naman talaga yun yung interest mo, hindi ka rin magiging masaya doon. And yes, you may succeed at it, you may get good grades, you may get like a good job, a stable job, but I don't know, I feel like life is too short to spend your time on something that you don't really want to do and something that, you know, won't give you sustaining happiness. And alam mo yun, wag niyong i-take for granted yung life, kasi I feel like a lot of people are like, oh, we have X number of years left to, you know, live, and right now while we're super young we should like work hard and we should like make money, we should build up our, you know, status and all of that stuff, when in reality we should be spending our younger years in our life just trying to get to know ourselves, trying to discover who we are. And I feel like before ng quarantine, masyado tayo nagre-rely on other people to kind of make decisions, to come up with plans, all of that stuff to keep ourselves busy. But now that we're in quarantine, I feel like it's one of the best times to really get to know ourselves, to try out new hobbies, try out new skills. And I wanted to say that this video is actually sponsored by Skillshare, and if you aren't familiar with Skillshare, I've worked with them a couple times in the past before, and I genuinely love Skillshare because it's just such a great way to try to experiment with your interests, try to experiment with your hobbies, try out new skills. And I personally use Skillshare a lot because it's just an all-around platform that has a bunch of different classes that range from like arts, languages, English. Like there's just a bunch of things you can learn on there, and I really love it. Like I really enjoy using it. Right now I'm studying French on Skillshare, and if you've been following along with me, then you would know that I have been studying French since the start of quarantine, like around April, I think. And right now it's like December, so April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, 8 months. What I love about Skillshare is that the classes are broken up into parts, so it's not like it's a 4-hour class or a 2-hour class that you have to sit through the entire time. It's like broken up into 5-minute lectures or like 4-minute lectures, and you can just click on it and insert it in your day whenever you feel like it. I do that in between online classes whenever I have a break, and I find it really helpful. I find it really like effective in my schedule and in my life. So yeah, I really love Skillshare. They have a bunch of things you can try out there. So if you guys are interested in that, then I actually have a free trial, and I highly recommend you guys try that out. I'm gonna link it down in the description box down below. So yeah, thank you so much again, Skillshare, for sponsoring today's video, and let's move on to the next question. How to be confident with what you're wearing. I always get conscious once I'm outside. Okay girl, I feel you on a level on this. When I was younger, I kind of stuck to wearing more monochromatic colors, more like muted colors that didn't really attract attention on me kasi parang sobrang conscious ko sa sarili ko. Like, ayoko na nagsa-stand out, ayoko talaga na, I mean, up until now, like, whenever I'm in crowds or anything like that, parang hindi ako yung pinaka-sociable or pinaka-life of the party. I'm just like the one that's there, just like sa side with her friends and like just doing her own thing. Kasi, ewan ko, the way I dressed before, I feel like I wasn't my most genuine self. Like, I don't know, I made a TikTok recently that was like me starting to appreciate color, or watch me start to appreciate color, and it just shows how much difference has been made in like my style. And back then I used to just wear like black, white, and denim, and I also have a picture of my closet back then. I'm gonna insert it on screen. And yeah, it's very different from now, and I feel like now I'm just a lot more happy and more confident. And the way that I was able to come to that point is I just kind of realized that clothing is one of the ways that I'm able to truly express myself and truly like be confident. I feel like when I'm wearing a cute outfit, I feel my most confident. Just go for it, sis. I promise you, you probably won't see the people you pass by ever again. So just wear what you want, because that's what I tell myself if I'm wearing something too daring. I'm like, I'm never gonna see these people again. It's fine. It's fine. College advice, because I'm really scared of college, especially the people, and how can I survive it. If you guys didn't know, I'm a transfer student, and I'm gonna just make a separate video talking about my college experience, but that's not gonna be for this video. But basically I'm a transfer student, so when I transferred to my new school, La Salle, I wish that I stepped out of my comfort zone and reached out to more people and was more sociable. Kasi pag sa school or like sa mas formal na setting, parang hindi ako confident na mag-approach ng isang tao na parang, hi, my name's Bianca, ganon. Hindi talaga ako ganon na tao. Like, I'm just really shy when it comes to meeting people in school. So, yeah, I wish I was more confident. Maybe I could have made more college friends kasi at this point, who knows if we're even gonna go back to campus. At the start of quarantine, I was like, oh my god, this feels like a vacation, like, it feels like summer. Tapos, you know, it became June, it became July, it became August, and now it's December, and we're still not in school. Which is sad. When's the right age to give in your virginity? There really is no right age. I feel like it really just depends on you and if you're mature enough to handle the situation, and obviously consent is really important. Don't do something that you don't really want to engage in. Also, make sure you're being safe, make sure you're being protected. We don't want anything unexpected to come out of that. So yeah, just educate yourself, do some research, and make sure that you're doing it with consent and not really doing it for the sake of it. So yeah, tips on shaving down there. Okay ladies, conditioner. Conditioner is the key, because if conditioner acts as like a softener to your hair on your head, it also does the same down there. So use conditioner, just, you know, lather her down there, then use a razor. Men's razors are more like, they're more accurate big word. Basta they're more like effective kaysa sa mga girl razors. Kasi parang mas purol yung mga girl razors. So use men's razors and just shave in an upward direction. Go against the hairs, because if you go what would you do if you found out your best friend is backstabbing you? If that was the case, I feel like that person wouldn't really be my best friend. Put yourself first. I know it's really hard sometimes na parang, oh, even if that person backstabbed me, I would rather still have them in my life rather than not have them. But it's gonna be a lot easier for you and better for your mental health if you just cut off those people who don't really serve any good in your life and don't really bring any happiness or bring any positivity in your life. How did you treat your back acne? Ladies, okay, the secret to treating back knee is witch hazel. Well, at least for me, that's what worked. But yeah, I used Dickinson's witch hazel. I'm pretty sure that's what the brand is called. Also, I'll link it down below so you guys can get it. How to know if you love someone as a teenager? Okay, this is a good question. Teenage love is something that is it's very fun, but at the same time, it's confusing kasi you're at very young ages in your life, in a very young stage in your life, na parang masyado kang nag-emotionally invest on someone na hindi mo pa na-discover yung sarili mo completely. So, before you invest in someone and in a relationship with someone, make sure that you know yourself already. So yeah, don't stress too much about high school love, kasi I promise you, you're gonna find the one and the one's gonna find you, and the world works in mysterious ways, you guys. So don't put too much pressure on trying to figure out everything and your love life at like this moment. So yeah, going on birth control as a teenager. Yes, I agree with this, because it is a brave thing to do, to recognize that you are engaging in something that could, you know,
give you a baby when you're not ready.
Definitely make sure that you consult a doctor though, or a professional about it, because alam ko madaming birth control na hormonal and it messes with your mental health sometimes. Hindi pwedeng pag-experimentan lang ang birth control kasi it's something you put in your body. Parang medicine lang yan. Hindi mo pwedeng experimentan yan. I support it. I feel like it should be normalized here and more accessible here kasi madaming accidental pregnancies na nangyayari dahil hindi aware ang mga tao sa mga options ng birth control, tsaka hindi siya readily accessible. So, yeah. Have you ever felt the pressure of adulthood? If yes, how do you deal with it? Every day, I feel the pressure of adulthood. Yeah, how do I deal with the pressures of adulthood is I remind myself that even adults haven't gotten it 100% figured out. That's how I deal with it. Because even the most successful person out there has something that they still want to do, something that they still want to achieve, and something that they still want to work towards and work on. Thoughts on premarital sex? So I answered this question in my last video that I did like this, and I think that it is a stupid concept to degrade someone just because they aren't virgins before they get married. You know, sending nudes to someone. Personally for me, it's not something that I would do because I just don't want to put myself in that position. But I'm not judging anyone who sends nudes or anyone who has sent nudes. Like, you do you, like it's your decision, it's your life ultimately. But personally for me, I think you just have to be careful and just be more cautious, because once you press that send button, it's like out there to the universe, you know, it's out there in like the database of like the world, and you never know where those photos are gonna end up. Am I the only one who feels ugly during her period? No. So do I. Do you think grown-ups should teach their children about sex education? 100%. I also think that they should implement it in school systems, because the reason why there are accidental pregnancies, STIs, STDs, And all of that stuff is because people aren't as educated and people aren't as open-minded to talk about it. If it was just implemented in school systems, people would be more aware and people would make smarter decisions and would be more safe. So yeah, hopefully it gets implemented here because I feel like it would be really helpful. What's your opinion about female masturbation? I think that it should be normalized, because if it's normal for boys, then who says it's not normal for girls? If it's not something that you do, then that's fine. If it's something that you do, then that's also fine. Both are equally as okay. So I'm gonna answer one last question because I have been recording for a while now and I don't want this video to be too long, but biggest red flags from a boy. Okay, good question. I feel like the biggest red flag is just sexualizing someone. Like,
Bro, I'm hot, yeah, bro, I'd cap that. Things I would do to her, like...
I don't know. You guys get what I'm saying. So yeah, that's one of the biggest red flags. And another one is if I can't carry out the conversation with someone. Yung parang pag walang substance yung pinag-uusapan, parang ano na. So yeah, that is the last question that I am gonna be answering for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I hope you guys, you know, learned a thing or two and enjoyed our little mini sleepover party. Definitely stay tuned for more episodes like this because these are videos that I have the best time filming. Parang sobrang na-enjoy ko lang na mag-sit down and like talk to you guys, and I don't know. It's fun. It's fun for me. So yeah, that was basically it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this and I will see you guys next week for another video. Bye guys!